A matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for a coach, is to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point guard.
The instincts of Ingram, just seeing a lane and pouncing on it in a blink of an eye.
Passes to Valanciunas. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here is Holiday. Over Brooks. Here's Favors. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Anderson dishes to Morant. Poked away. And stolen by Williamson. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Anderson passes to Morant. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in.
Well, the delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Here's Holiday. Sweet little floater.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
They get a hand on it. Ingram finds Holiday. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Misses the 3. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Brooks. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D. The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
And he makes the first. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
He's perfect from the line this time. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And here's Holiday. The 3 sinks the three-pointer. Holiday's got 5.
Flawless pick and roll motion there, executed to perfection by Jrue Holiday.
Here's Anderson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Holiday. Now here's Williamson. Brooks covering, and it's Williamson missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Morant. And Derek Favors pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Now here's Anderson. Five to shoot. Pass to Morant. Shoots over ball. Offensive rebound. Great D that time from Favors.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Here's Morant. The Pelicans make their last shot. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Favors. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Just 3 to shoot. Brooks with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
Well, without the D from Holiday there, that shot probably has a better chance of going in. His hustle altered that attempt.
Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, a new start for Lonzo Ball, part of that massive Anthony Davis trade over the summer. And for Lonzo, things not working out in L.A. I wonder if being away from everything that L.A. offers up is going to allow Lonzo to focus back in both on playing and on making sure his body is ready for the rigors of an 82-game season.
And with the Pelicans, Ball can be quite dangerous in an Alvin Gentry offense.
Yeah, this up-tempo style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it borrowed from the 7 seconds or less offense of Mike D'Antoni, is going to be very exciting. They could be a league pass team as Lonzo Ball loves to advance it with the pass, finding players like Ingram, Holiday, and of course Zion Williamson on the break could lead to some exciting basketball in the Bayou.
Now here's Ball. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Lobs it up. Anderson with the block. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Anderson against Holiday. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. On defense, the Pelicans. Here's Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The Grizzlies with another miss.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
The pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday. Shoots. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Williamson's got his second basket of the night.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Now here's Morant. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Ball. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 3. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. And so we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Thank you, David. Now here is Holiday. Following the miss by Ja Morant. Williamson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes it to Morant. Over ball. They grab their own miss. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Pass to Hayes. New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson. It's good on the putback.
Description.
And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And Zion is a ferocious competitor, someone who sticks with plays and devastates defenses with those putback jams.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent, New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And then for New Orleans, Williams, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Pelicans leading by 5. Pass to Holiday. Back to Hart from outside the arc. And no good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Iguodala. The Grizzlies with another miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Redick against Jones. Here's Hart. Back to Redick. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
A decent shooter once he gets his feet set. Jackson making an effort to be better off the dribble.
And Holiday kicks to Hayes. Redick up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A rebound by Rab.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Jackson misses.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Redick. Now Hayes. Back to Redick. Fires from deep. Redick can't get that one to fall. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jones drives in. Rab kicks to Jones. Back to Rab. On the wing, Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Pelicans leading by 3. Redick passes to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
This is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Iguodala outside. 1:39 left in the first quarter of the game. And he makes that one. Holiday with it. 5 points in the game. With the floater. That shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
1:11 left in the first quarter. Rab kicks to Jones. Shoots over Redick. Jones, no luck.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
There's the pass to Redick. Here's Hart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Takes a three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Passes it to Jones. Iguodala outside. And it's Rab, top of the key. Outside for Jackson. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Well, when Jackson's shooting like this off the pass, I just think he's so much better. Good preparation with the feet that time.
Holiday against Iguodala. It's Redick on the wing. Drills it from outside.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans ahead, up by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Now here's Jackson. They've got Jones. Jay Crowder out there with Jackson. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Jackson, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Iguodala. It's Crowder on the wing. Jones looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. New Orleans in the lead. Greg, a new look roster for the Grizzlies. They got a lot more athletic this past summer.
Well, Ja Morant and Brandon Clark, their first-round picks, 2 of the more explosive players in the draft. The Grizzlies last in the league in pace last season. They may have cause to accelerate that tempo this year.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. And they double up Jackson. Pass to Allen. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Alexander Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming along?
What an impact.
Massive.
Yes.
And what you're seeing too over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides and a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
Pass to Crowder. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Memphis shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from Jackson.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
And Brett, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
They get the rebound. And the rejection by Jackson. Crowder dishes to Jones. Back to Crowder. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Williamson is checked in for Kenrich Williams. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now the pass to Williamson. Shoots over Crowder. And again, no good by New Orleans. Memphis trailing here. Allen outside. A floater. And it's good on the layup. Allen's got his first bucket in this one.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas comes in for Crowder, and it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. And New Orleans also making a change. Ball's checked in. Here's Hart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Williamson. Clock at 4 over Iguodala. And it's Williamson missing. The Grizzlies shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Here's Iguodala. Valanciunas finds Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Nobody near Allen. Hands it from downtown. Allen's got 5 now.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Pass to Williamson. He dishes it to Favors. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Clock at 6. Valanciunas against Favors. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Memphis leading by 3. And here's Anderson. Pass to Morant. Takes the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 6. The pass to Alexander Walker. Favors against Valanciunas. Favors passes the ball. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Anderson. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Now here's Morant. Guarded closer. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Anderson against Ingram. Knocks it loose. 5 on the clock. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way. That one goes in. Allen's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Well, the Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Allen. Ingram dishes the ball. Back to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Here's Williamson. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Brooks has got the ball. Goes back up. Valanciunas, a shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Alexander Walker. Ball kicks to Ingram. Shot to stop the run. Here's Favors. Back to Ball. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 5 points so far.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique. But, man, can he slingshot it home from deep. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Favors finds Ingram. Down low, here's Ball. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 11-point game. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. Pass to Williamson. Over Anderson. That's good from Williamson on the assist from Ingram. 8 points for Zion Williamson.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Here's Williamson. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Anderson. They get it back. Valanciunas. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Rabs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Josh Jackson subbed in for Jaren Jackson. So it's the Grizzlies now. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. It's good. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
Ball kicks to Williamson. Ingram against Jackson. And it's Ingram missing. Memphis leading by 13. To the paint. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now Holiday, he has 5. Here's the floater. The Grizzlies pull it in. Rabs got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Morant. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Ball with it. 1:31 left in the first half of the game. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Ingram with it. He's picked up by Morant.
I love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
one falls for Ingram. And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram, Brent, figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
There's so much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized, and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Outside Jackson. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Redick against Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday with the 3. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 5 rebounds tonight. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Williams.
And for all the scoring and shooting that J.J. Redick does, showing right there why he's an underrated passer.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Shoots over Redick. And another miss by Memphis.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Andre, how have you guys established things in the first half?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
We'll see if you keep talking in the second half. Thanks, Andre. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Jaren Jackson Jr. just been playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 14 points and 1 steal. A solid performance already for him, and he might erupt in the second half if his last game is any indication of what we might see. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they can shoot a better percentage.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. So the Pelican 5 right now. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And he gets it to go. Valanciunas has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Memphis. Ball feeling it out a bit. And here's Favors. Ingram outside. He kicks to Holiday. Releases. Kept alive. Favors. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Favors has got his second basket.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Brooks outside. Here's Valanciunas, and the rejection by Favors. Holiday, no one around him. The Pelicans keep it going, a new 14-second shot clock.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And that one's good. Morant's got 13 points.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Ingram up top, defended by Anderson. Pass the ball. Williamson with it, guarded by Jackson. Fades back. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas is... Here's Anderson, and the layup's good off the glass. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of two stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
And that one falls for Ingram. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And it's Morant missing.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
To the left wing, the 3. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Holiday. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Holiday's got 10 points.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Outside Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Drew's got such a great build, 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Here's Morant, 13 points in the game. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to Morant. The tray. Memphis the rebound. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. From outside, off the mark.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Memphis. Grayson Allen comes in for Brooks. three from the inbound. That shot is off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass the ball. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Allen surveying the D. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Valanciunas. Defense is right there. 4 on the clock. Looking to get it going. And it's Morant missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Here's Williamson. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Here's Jackson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Jones subbed in for Morant.
What's up?
That's good from Jackson. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 10. Goes up the baseline, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, for Josh Jackson, not really the sophomore season he was hoping for. Didn't take a major leap forward and saw him fighting for reserve minutes at times.
Poke loose. Iguodala with the steal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And with Jackson, Greg, they just need to see more from him.
The upside, it's still there for Jackson, but nothing is guaranteed in the NBA. He needs to keep working on his game to live up to the lofty draft expectations.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Rabs checked in for Jaren Jackson. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And as most of us expected, Andre Iguodala continues to be a huge factor for anybody that he plays for. With his athleticism waning just a little bit, it's his experience and know-how that impacts the game the most. Just being in the right spot at the right time, taking the right calculated gamble. Andre Iguodala still impacting games at his age.
And the pass to Rab. Allen kicks to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Up and in on the layup. Jones has got his second bucket of the night. And for Iguodala, Brent, staying strong late in his career, He claims that taking up golf has helped him.
You know how many NBA coaches have tried to get away with that very same thing, Kevin? Almost all of them. But according to what Andre says, is the more that he goes out and plays golf and challenges himself as he's playing the course and staying with it mentally, he feels like the more that's helping him on the court. And as he gets to this advanced age where athleticism is going away, it's more about the mindset and the mind game. So tee it up. Maybe that's helping Andre in ways that we don't know about. He's still effective.
To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Pelicans have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, injury is such a reoccurring theme for the Pelicans in the past couple seasons. Funny to hear Alvin Gentry even joke about consulting a witch doctor down there in the Bayou. But new athletic trainer coming in, hired away from the Phoenix Suns. They have a tremendous and have had a tremendous reputation, hoping to improve their health of all these young players.
No good on the second free throw. And the training staff from the Suns had an outstanding track record over the years.
The envy of a lot of teams in the NBA as they were able to extend the careers of players like Steve Nash and Grant Hill, two all-time greats. And they set a trend in some of the biometric tracking that they do and looking for early signs of impending problems. All about preventative medicine, Kevin, to have players be at their best.
The Grizzlies have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
You think about Josh Jackson and maybe him collecting 1 terabyte of information about how it is that Kawhi Leonard goes about his business. Great size, great length, great versatility. A good guy for Josh Jackson to look up to.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pelicans trail by 11. Now Ball. He has 5. Down low, Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Memphis leading by 10. Jackson has the open look. And again, Memphis no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Ball with it. 5 points in the game. Hayes the pass to Redick. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple. Redick's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New Orleans.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Iguodala against Redick. Another one falls for New Orleans.
A beautiful touch from J.J. Redick on the mid-range jump shot, an efficient scoring area for Redick.
Passes to Rab. Good D by Williams. Pelicans trail by 8. 1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Hart. Now Williams. He's covered by Iguodala. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Jones kicks to Rab. Pass to Crowder. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. To the wing on the left. Here's Hart. Off target with his three.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And then for New Orleans, Williamson comes in for Williams. And it's Drew Holiday in for Ball. Holiday dishes to Williamson. He kicks it to Redick. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Redick's got 11 points.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ingram's checked in. And so it's New Orleans with it. Outside Holiday. And there's the pass to Ingram. Williamson with it. Jackson on him. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Jackson. Stolen by Holiday. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. 16 points for him.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Tipped away. Now here's Redick. There's the dish to Holiday. From deep. Oh, he hits it.
Not just do that.
How about that shot? Incredible.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
Drew Holiday has been on display for New Orleans. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Josh Jackson. Then it's Jones. And it's Brooks in at the shooting guard. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Favors. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Jackson with the bounce pass. No good from Valanciunas. Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Holiday. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Back to Jackson from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And that's 11 points for Josh Jackson.
Huge part of off-season for Jackson is to get more and more consistent and comfortable with that three-point line.
And that one drops for him. 21 points for Drew Holiday.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jones against Holiday. Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Mr. Williamson. Kicks to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Williamson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Redick with the bucket.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jones. To the paint. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And it's Brooks in the corner to take the lead. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brooks has got his first points in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ingram outside from downtown, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And the more you hear about Drew Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Drew Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Drew Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
Some changes for Memphis. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. And it's Morant in for Jones. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Here's Williamson, and that one goes long.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Valanciunas, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Now here is Holiday. D right on him. Favors with a wide open look. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Brooks outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Brooks. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. The 10-footer, and the basket is good. Holiday's got 15 points in just the second half.
And great to see moments where Drew Holiday can show how explosive he is right now in a groove.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Anderson. Redick with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram outside. Great communication on the alley-oop.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Passes it to Favors. Inside, here's Redick. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Outside Holiday. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
To the middle. Here's Redick. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
The free throw drops for Redick. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ball's checked in. And both free throws good for Redick.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Ball finds Favors. And here is Ball. Pass to Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ingram. Yep, that one goes. Now it's a 6-point Memphis lead.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jaren Jackson.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good. And so Favors nails both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Favors brings the double. Brooks outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Outside, Redick. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Ball, the pass to Ingram. The pass to Redick. Brooks on the double team. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now Morant passes it to Valanciunas. Jackson trying to break free. Yep, it counts. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williamson kicks the ball. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Grant and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Pass to Ingram. 5 on the clock. Now Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Anderson.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Morant passes to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 13 points in the second half. Pelicans trail by 11. Williamson kicks to Redick. Jackson comes over with the double. Pass to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. Jackson against Ball. With the fadeaway. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ball. 16 points for Zion Williamson. Redick with a double team. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Morant comes with the double team. Ingram with it. Here's Williamson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 8.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Ingram comes with the double team. Anderson dishes to Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, Anderson's such a unique point forward. He uses his size to see over the D and make those kind of passes.
Williamson, the pass to Redick. Now here's Williamson. Buries the long-range jumper. Williamson's got 12 points in just the second half.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
And Valanciunas penetrating, and the rejection by Favors. Morant comes with the double team. And it's Ingram missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
To the paint, and the dunk by Jackson.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Ball dishes to Williamson. Outside, Redick. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Redick with no hesitation. JJ stands for just jumpers.
Morant with it. Favors picks him up down low. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Reddick. Brooks on the double team. Right wing. Ball with a wide open look. Count it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Absolutely no fear in this young fella. When the game is close, you want the ball in Ball's hands.
And here are the Grizzlies now. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Yeah, just stepped out of bounds as he tried to slither around the defender there. Good job by the D to cut him off.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Twenty-seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ingram finds Reddick. That's tipped, and that's an intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Valanciunas. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they